You are live. I'm live. Check that out. I'm live. I'll do it live. So here I am. And I hope it's working. Is it working? Anyone out there? Hello? Might be pretty quick for everyone to figure this out. Hey! Is it working, Steve? Hey, Steve. Can you hear me? Am I here? Am I lagging? Oh, good. I used StreamYard this time. I was trying some other things that people recommended, and I probably shouldn't have listened to them. So I'm just throwing books around that I picked up in the last week, and just wanted to chat with some of you folks. Sweet. Everything's good. I guess I know how to do this now. I guess I'll do it a little bit more frequently. How you doing, Steve? What's new with you? I got some good books, though. I recommended these before, but X-Men 184, great book, Forge. I think Steve has probably seen me lift these up in 4 other videos now, and that's probably annoying. So, oh, nice. Steve's back into the comic thing. I got back in about 4 or 5 years ago after a big break. Probably, well, I mean, I picked up the odd book here and there, but like 20 years? Wow, no, 15 years. I had kids and all that sort of thing, and that usually tends to slow you down collecting because you got to buy stuff like baby food and houses and things like that, and minivans. So, but I'm back now. 90s crash. Yeah, absolutely. Finding Girls and a thing I like to call beer. That was a lot more entertaining than comics for a time. And, and then you get married. And that stuff's not as entertaining anymore. Well, the beer's still pretty good. So, but, I'm happy to be back. It's brought a lot of life back into my life. So, here's some more X-Men's. A little Psylocke action. It's nice stuff. Like this one. Big fan. Pick this up for nothing. Like, I can't believe how cheap this stuff goes. I really recommend it, Steve. Pick these minor keys up. The NBL and Barnet? What's that? I don't even know what that means. I'm from Canada, man. We're not as pop culture-y as you guys. What else I got here? Oh shit. Wow, that's a lot of copies. Grab some of these too. First Magic. Why are these still sitting in dollar bins? Well, not dollar bins, but cheap bins. I mean, that's crazy. This has become quite a hot book, I think. Anyway, there's more books there. I should probably rebag these. I have all these in milers just because I ran out of other bags. Oh, the NBI. Oh, North Burnaby Inn. Oh, I didn't realize you were in Vancouver. That's cool. I remember the NBI. I definitely hit that place a few times. A buddy of mine dated a girl who worked there at one point for a few minutes. So, where are you now? Are you in Vancouver, Steve? Now? Or are you like in Burnaby or in the area? Oh, Calgary. Nice. Yeah, I go to Calgary a lot. I'm from Lethbridge originally. And I go to Calgary frequently because I have family there. And you guys have good shops, actually. Wow. They get ransacked a lot harder than they do here. But actually, Edmonton's the place to go, in my opinion. I'd recommend that place. Ooh, I picked up a Secret Wars, #1. Only reason I picked it up is super high grade. And, it was $20. I thought, why not? It is windy, man. Lethbridge is windy. All these people listening to us, they're probably wondering where the hell it is, but it's in the western part of Canada. If anyone else is listening, it's a great place to be from. Is all I'm going to say. What brings you to Calgary? Why would you go to Calgary after probably work? I imagine. What else they got here? Ooh, here's a cool one. Big into the Byrne X-Men books. I just got a 244. In a 9.8 and a 9.6, and now I got a 243, which I will go get graded. It's really nice. think it's going to get a 9.6 though. I don't think it'll be going 9.8 or even, well, maybe with a press. Who knows? But big fan of this book. Big fan. Ooh, here's a good one. This one I just found out of nowhere. It was like still sitting around, just being nothing in some back issue bin. Yeah, I love Thundercats, man. Yeah, it's cool. What else we got here? Nice. What are you collecting these days, Steve? I always forget people have to type. I'm still not used to this live business. While we wait, well, for Steve, we're going to look at Spider-Woman #1. Grab another one of these. I have a couple of these, but, I picked them all up years ago. And this one just kind of popped up out of nowhere. It wasn't expensive, so, I mean, you always have to look at opportunities. But I've been seeing these things going for crazy money, and I don't know why, locally. Just sitting on walls and stuff. It's stupid. This is a book I picked up recently. It's I have a few of these. The reason I buy it isn't the reason people think. It's because it's a Mask preview. There's a preview for Mask in it, and it's kind of like one of the first appearances of Mask, which I believe in. I think that's going to be a thing. Maybe we should talk, man. I got a lot of FF. Steve, yeah, hit me up. Go to my IG, Vancouver Comic Junkie, and just PM me. And I definitely have some old Fantastic Four. I have some under copies that I'd definitely be open to trading. If you got cool stuff, it'd be fun. I love trading. I wish that's all we did. It'd be super cool. All right, let's pick this up. It's first Illuminati. Big fan of this. Illuminati's that's cool. But anyway, it's the Neil Adams cover. Ooh. I don't know why, but this is worth some money. But I picked that up too. Big fan. I just love Brian Boland covers. It was $2. So, but I've been noticing higher grades have been going for good money. DS, you're there. How do I sound? I did StreamYard this time, man. Just chatting books, just new crap I picked up just around town. Oh, and for these, this is kind of the odds and sods and stuff, but I picked up more of these because they were, there we go. Awesome. I sound great. I usually do. My wife says the opposite, but I got to figure out, wait, there I am. Anyway, picked up these. First White Tiger. I have a pile of these. I've just been always grabbing these. Apparently, it's starting to heat up, which is good because it makes me not feel like I'm crazy, which is good. So, yeah, I got tons of these. Kind of like the X-Men 184, which I buy way too many of. But, we all have our obsessions. What are you picking up these days, DS? Ah, Pappy, good to see you. You're new to the CGC game, are you? You get anything new? Anything cool? Stuff I've been grabbing recently. I've been grabbing a lot of Transformers mini keys. They can be had for very reasonable prices. I hear an alarm in the background. Just odds and ends. First Dinobots. You can find them if you go looking around. You can find really nice copies still sitting. People aren't grabbing them, but my big love is G.I. Joes. I've just been going crazy on G.I. Joes. There's so many mini keys, like first Sapenzer and Unmaskings, and just all these mini keys that are $3 to $5, and they're all in really nice shape too. And I've just been grabbing lots of that. But my obsession as a kid, I collected G.I. Joe. That's how I kind of started into the comics. And it kind of led me down the path to, destroying my life almost. But yeah, I picked up some cool stuff here. Let me see. Got a nice G.I. Joe special #1. What else is here? There's some cool stuff. Nice 26. A nice 17. Ooh, a 14. That is in really nice shape. I also picked up a 9.8, but I don't have it in front of me. 40. $37. I think this is a really underrated book, really cheap. Pick it up. Just so you know, they're doing a big feature film for G.I. Joe soon, and Snake Eyes is coming too. You are an opportunist. Well, I would recommend turning these G.I. Joes into an opportunity. You'll find some good ones. There's lots of this stuff is super cheap, and they turn into pretty. Oh, there's a nice issue too, and oh yeah, I got another G.I. Joe 21. I have a really nice 9.8 of this. This one's probably going to float around a 9.4, which I'm completely content with. I paid very little for it, and a couple others. But I love this book. This is my favorite book ever, right there. So I have a few. As we've seen, it's been going through the roof. And yeah, I picked up an issue 11, 9.8. I have a bunch of 9.8s now. I think I have about 10 of them. I'm just trying to get it run. It's one of the only things well, that and a few X-Men's. There's a bunch of stuff I'm trying to get a run on. But these ones are a focus right now. That's about it. I mean, I really haven't been picking up tons of stuff. Oh, you have a 9.4 in the Joe 1. You should message me. Let's talk. I'd be interested in that book for sure. Or I'll PM you because I think we're friends on IG. Yeah, 21's huge, man. If you can find them raw, and you're a master of pressing and cleaning, I've seen. I'm sure you could do some magic on a few. There's tons of them out there. Unfortunately, the book has been read to shit. All of them. So they are a little bit more difficult to pick up in higher grades, simply because they were really a child's book. I absolutely will, DS. For sure. What are you looking for? You looking for anything? Just other than opportunities? You must be looking for stuff. I guess you're into the gold. You're into the like Atom Age horror and stuff right now, aren't you? But sorry, I missed something. Pappy Comic Store charges me $40 per submission. Just wondering if that sounds about right for the CGC fees. Is that $40 US? If it's US, it does seem pricey to me. But I have seen local guys recently charging quite a bit. It also depends on the tier they send it in. If they send it like modern tier, it should be a lot cheaper than that. And I'm sure they're charging a fee to do stuff, but 200-ish. Yeah, that's about right for that book. I think that book's still undervalued radically. I really do. It was one of the biggest books of the 80s, and people forget that. In Canadian dollars for modern. Yeah, that's still pretty pricey. It should probably be in the $40, I guess. They're probably charging you a $10 handling fee, essentially. So, yeah, that's about right. Where are you located, Pappy? Anyone else here collect Joes? If anyone is, I'm looking for a really high grade copy of this one. Oh, Toronto, cool. You got great stores around there. This is the special. It's the issue where McFarlane did the interiors. An FF49 X-Men 50. I have an X-Men 50 and a 9.0. Well, it might be a little less than that, like an 8.0 to 8.5 actually. I don't know. I'll send you a scan. See what you think. It's raw, so maybe you can do something with it. But I'll send you some scans. Cool. Yeah, I'm looking for a lot of random stuff like that too. But anyway, I am looking for this. If anyone has a copy in higher grade, I'm still getting used to that. I'm looking for this. I'm looking for preferably a 9.8 if I can. That's just to match my other 9.8s. It's I can pull the pin and just buy one. Oh, good stores. I'd really recommend Big B Comics. There's one in Barrie, which is north of you, about an hour, and then there's I think one in Hamilton. They have psychotic books. I don't know what you're collecting, but they have everything from high grade golden age to everything in between, right down to brand new moderns. You sometimes have to talk to the owner about it, but I think the owner owns a Detective 27. He's one of those like mega collectors. Yeah, it is DS. I actually found 6 or 7 of these. I can't find one. The reason I want this upgraded is it's got a stable pop. So yay. Nice. Which I discovered after I received it, but I kept it anyway. And the guy gave me 50% of my funds back, which was good. But yeah, it's tough, man. This is a funny one here. This one, back when I was a kid, this one was worth like double like everything else. I think it was in my town, it was listed on the wall for $100 Canadian, which I think was extreme. But I think it was worth about $40 US at the time. And whereas everything else was worth 10 or 15. And the reason was they said it was low print run, which is funny. No one gives a shit now. It's kind of like that Conan issue 3 that Mile High Comics bought them all and said it had a low print run and then kind of lied to the world. I have a feeling it was a situation like that. Number? Oh, issue 2. That's issue 2. You see that? 2. First appearance of a character named Quinn, who went on to do nothing and I think get killed in a couple issues later. So that's about it for that. So, but yeah, that's some other cool stuff in here too. As a kid, there's a character. I've been grabbing a lot of this one, 37's first appearance of Flint, who's later became kind of like the other Duke. This book, raw, you can get for $10 and less anywhere. And if I ever see them, I grab them. And I think it's a very undervalued book considering what they're doing with the movies in the future. I have a sneaking suspicion this character is going to be big. I really do believe that G.I. Joes are going to not go quite as far as Star Wars, obviously, but I think they're going to grab onto that, and Transformers as well, grab onto that nostalgia vibe. I think it's the next one to pop. I really do. Again, I don't think it'll go as hard because they don't have Lucasfilm and Disney's money behind it, but it's definitely going to get big. Yeah, there's so much overprinted stuff, isn't there, Steve? Yeah, that 80s vibe is crazy. There's other stuff to look out for. I've been picking up Mask issues because I know that Mask is being put into some films. Even though I don't know if you guys remember, I don't know how old you guys are. I'm like in my mid 40s, so Mask was kind of on its way out when I was a kid, but it was garbage, truly. But there's a lot of people that love it. Hey, actually, DS, I know of a guy who has 3 Crow #1s that are coming back from CGC right now in town here. And I was looking to pick one up as well. He's got a 9.4, 9.2, and a 9.0. Yeah, I'm the same age. We're the same age, DS. You seem to have less gray hair than me, though, which is disconcerting to me. What else we got here? What else could we talk about? Actually, I've been selling some books lately. You guys want to see some books I'm selling? Got a few. Nothing crazy. I got a bunch of these, so I'm getting rid of one. Just kind of move it into some other, move the money into another book. I have a qualified Hulk 180, 4.5, solid book. No Marvel Valley stamp, obviously. It's pretty good. But, it's for a certain type of collector. I have a few others, so these are all kind of like misses for CGC. This was a big miss that happened a few years ago. It was just one of those, like everything else came back at 9.6, 9.8, and this one came back at 7.5. And I'm still a little mystified by it, and it just happens. Somebody probably wiped their ass with the interior page, and I missed it. I have a bunch of these 9.4s of Eternals #1. I'm probably going to sell through Instagram and a few through eBay. I don't know yet. But if you're interested in this, hit me on in Instagram. So also, I've got a bunch of X-Men 120s. I'm going to let go of 9.0s, that kind of stuff. 9.0s, 9.85s. There's some more here. What else I got here? I got a first appearance of Brother Voodoo, but it's not a huge high grade. It's a 5.5, which is it's actually a beautiful 5.5. It really doesn't show the wear of a 5.5 by any stretch. I agree with the grade, but it's got a little stain on the back. But I have it's funny, I got about 4 of these around the same grade. So it's I don't know, it's a $100 book, I think. 150, but I think it's a good one. He's apparently going to be in Doctor Strange too. So, and I've got a few of these, so I'm getting rid of one of them, my lowest grade. Thor 134, first high evolutionary. It presents really well for a 5.5, really well. Yeah, he is. He's absolutely going to be in there, TS. That's what I hear anyway. But this high evolutionary is going to be in Guardians of the Galaxy 3. So I think it's been confirmed by the director. What else I got here? Ooh, my eBay's going crazy. I got to turn that down. Turn down, you bastard. Anyway, Avengers Annual 10, but it's 7.5. So just kind of getting rid of some of the fat. I got quite a few more if you want to see more. Who wants to see more? Why not? What do we got here? We got quite a bit more, actually. It's mostly low-grade stuff I want to get out of my collection. I have multiples of a lot of books I've picked up over the years. Things like this. I picked this up at like a flea market last summer for a very reasonable price for a raw book. But again, I was expecting like a 2.0. Thought it would be a good flip. But yeah, it's going to go too. But yeah, if you're like into getting cheaper keys, I mean, it's a major bronze key. It's a great book. It's a good way to get them, good cheap buy-in. I love this cover. It's Batman 423. It's 9.2, not the highest grade, but fairly desirable. So some people are digging them. So maybe I could turn that into a few bucks towards a major key. Getting rid of some of these. First, Modred the Mystic. Not worth that much. It's fairly cheap. So I have a feeling this guy's going to get big. I have a feeling he's going to show up in Doctor Strange too as well. So you heard it here floating first. I got to turn this to eBay off. Just a sec. Come on. Sorry, guys. There we go. Whew. Oh, you sold it. Oh, wow. 9.8. I'm hoping I have one right now that I want to get a 9.8 on. But it's going in right now, so we'll see. I'd be really happy with a 9.6, frankly. That's a book I would keep for my collection. It wouldn't go anywhere. Well, I want to throw this iPad across the room right now. I can't seem to turn off the sound on it for some reason. Come on, notifications, turn off. Turn off. Okay. There. Okay. I got more stuff like more 120s, an 8.5. It's a lot of stuff that came back from my CGC stuff. I'm going to get rid of the 7.0 of 129 First Key Pride. These are all great keys. If you want to dive into some low grade or some nice keys, this is the way to do it. I have a lot of these books in higher grades. Like I have a 9.6 of this, and I have a 9.6 of this already, and I have a 9.8 of the Eternals. And also I have multiple 9.4s of this, so I don't mind getting rid of the old stuff. It's not a big problem at this stage, and kind of flip it into some other books. But I regret it too. It's kind of nice to have a hit book pop, and you've got like 6 copies of it. But it also sucks having like tons of boxes sitting around the house. And I got more too, if you want to see them. What else do we got here? They're just all little keys. An 8-0 First Gambit. That's a book I'm trying to unload. So we'll see how that goes. First Brood. A 9.6 copy of the First Brood, X-Men 155. Well, hey, David, hit me up on IG, Vancouver Comic Junkie. Just send me a PM and just say, hey, I saw your eBay or saw your YouTube. We'll talk, see what you want. Marvel Premiere number 170. It's a good book. This is a really undervalued book, too. I have about 6 copies, though. And, you can only have so many copies. It's getting stupid. So getting rid of that. Probably get rid of some more eventually. Got a few of these. 9.6, Mr. Sinister. Everyone's saying Mr. Sinister is going to be the bad guy in the next X-Men movie, which they haven't announced yet. But that would be awesome if he did. What else we got here? An issue 104 of X-Men in a 9.2. This is the cameo of they say it's first appearance of Starjammers in cameo. This book's starting to tilt up. I guess they're all tilting up. So I've been, I have a few, so I'm getting rid of some of the lower copies. Again, these are great books for if you're starting your collection. Oh, this is one of my favorite titles from the Copperage from my childhood, Punisher Limited Series. That might be one of the greatest covers ever. Everyone loves that cover by Mike Zeck. Oh, Airbrush to Hell. So 80s. I love it. But it's 9.6. I think this is a pretty undervalued book. But, I have others, so I think someone else would enjoy it in their collection more than me. Oh, there's more, gentlemen and girls. This is a really good one. I think DS had a copy of this a while ago. An X-Men 107, 9.6. And it's, it's not a cheap book. The 9.8s go for ridiculous money, like $6,000. But the jumping off point between this and a 9.6 is, I think this is 10%. It's about $600, which is a pretty big difference. And I've been told the reason is this book has a printing error right here. Every single freaking copy has a ding there. And that I've been looking. And I ended up getting 2 9.6s back, which I was quite happy with. And that ding was on both. And I've seen 9.8 copies with that ding too, which is crazy. But it is difficult to get in 9.8. Oh, you bought that 107 for $30? That's awesome, man. I think I paid in the same ballpark too. I bought most of these a long time ago, like before everything kind of went nuclear in the last couple of years. So I'm kind of lucky, but $30, man, that was a good win. I hope you have parlayed that into a new book for yourself. Oh, there's one more. Oh, there's 2 more. Ooh, these are good ones. Again, just keys, lower grades. The first one's 2.0 Iron Man number 1. I was surprised how much this goes for it, actually. It was one of these books I grabbed for probably $25-30 on eBay raw, and it showed up and it was pretty rough. Obviously it's 9.2, but it was really rough. When I first looked at it, I thought it was rotting or something, and I sent it to my presser, Greg Gurr, and he was able to do magic on it and get a 2.0. I thought I'd get like a 0.5 on it or something. It was ridiculous, but he's cleaned it up really nice for a 2.0. It's excellent. And again, if you're looking to put together some keys from the 60s, you can't go wrong with a copy like this. It's a good book. Another book I like, I have some higher grades, but this one I'm going to let go because it's lower, is a 3.0 Submariner number 1. Going to see where that goes. I think this book's going to pop again. It hasn't really, I don't think it's really popped yet, but I quite like it. If I ever see raw copies at a reasonable price, I try and snag them. I just don't see them anymore. I used to see them all the time, but people are on top of this stuff a lot quicker these days. So anyway, those are some of the books I'm selling. I have more. I probably have about 4 or 5 short boxes of CGC books I want to unload over the next couple months, just to free up some money, but also free up some space. Because I don't know about you guys, but comic books take up a lot of space. Just saying. So is everyone going back to work tomorrow? I am. I have to go back to work tomorrow. I'm dreading it. I've been off for like 2.5 weeks, which was awesome because I work like ridiculous hours, like 16-hour days, like just insane. So yeah, I'm not looking forward to going back to work because I know my career, I'll be diving into it. You don't know about the fish books? Are you talking Submariner? Steve? That's probably pretty smart. Don't you ever, DS, do you keep books long, like to invest in? Or like I have books that I'll keep to invest, but I have my personal collection that's outside of that. And usually I just sort of let them percolate until I can get a better return. Yeah, you seem pretty aggressive, DS, about your buying and selling. You seem to do well though, from what I've seen. It's actually I've learned a lot from your videos. Nathan Flagg. When they are slabbed, they take up more space. That is a fact, Jack. Absolutely. I even in my bedroom, I have boxes of comics, which my wife loves, I'm sure. It's getting to be a problem. So, but I probably should follow DS's advice at keeping it at 75 books. I seem to remember DS also saying that he had 50 books before. Now it's moved up to 75. Is that true, or was it always 75? You just have like a set number? Yeah, you're right. David Namor will hit for sure. DS, yeah, I keep it depending on investment value. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Where's Tuba Draco #1 is a quick flip. You don't see the future in that book. I feel like that book's going to be huge. But hey, if you're looking around and finding stuff, the way you find stuff, I'm sure you could find plenty of this stuff and still flip. Steve Cunningham. Mine are mostly investments. Then every 15 years, I get sucked into the game and realize I already know better. Once into it and tone it down. Yeah, it's pretty smart. Dave Rotherham, inconsistency. Yeah, I think DS will be against me on this one, but I found a lot of inconsistency, David, on my last 2 boxes, as my video will attest. I think a lot of people saw that video and thought that I wanted just all 9/8. It wasn't the case. I mean, obviously, I was shocked that some of the books didn't come back 9/8, but like that's always been the case. I was more shocked actually by like I had books that were like 7/5s that came back 9/4s too, and they were like it was over the map that way as well. So it really added to it. But they do seem a little tighter these days, that's for sure. But you just sort of have to deal with it and be a little bit more. I just have to man up and grade better, I guess. I've had it a few too many lately. Of course you have. We all do. Hey, Comic Andy, or Comic Man Andy. It's good to see you. Who else? I think I missed a question there. SS4. Wow. 2020 was your worst year for CGC? Yeah, it was tough for me. But I will say this. I got 2 boxes in March that were almost all gift grades. Like, I was shocked. They shouldn't have come back as high as they came back. So, hey, Chad, how you doing, pal? It's good to see you. No way, DS. That's my dream book. That's the book I want to go after this year, FF1. Wow. What kind of grade range are you looking at? I have to look at below 3.0. I can't. With kids, I just can't look into investing too highly in that book. That's crazy, though, man. I think everyone's after that book, it seems. I saw 2 copies. Actually, where is it? Where's my phone? Just a sec here. I might even have them on my phone. Yeah, I do. I just saw 2 really nice copies the other day at a friend's house. Yeah, here we go. I don't know if you can see that. 2 copies just sitting there, raw. Really white too, gorgeous. And I didn't thumb through them because they were my books, but 1.8, man, I would dream of a 1.8. I would be more than happy with a 1.8. If it's just if it appears nice, I'm good. If it doesn't have like literally a shit stain across it, I'm in. Oh, it's totally liquid, man. 1.8, that's the way you buy in on it. That's how everyone gets in on that book. Actually, to be honest, buying like an 8.0, I don't know who you sell that to. I mean, it's so limited, the amount of people who can afford it. Good for you, man. That's awesome. How do you acquire it? Did you acquire it? Is it like a local guy to you, or is it online? I gotta turn this damn thing off. eBay's going crazy on me. Shut up. Come on.
Was it?
I don't get it. Anyway. We got there. I gotta slap some TMNT. Man, TMNTs are nuts right now. If I was gonna pick a book that I could grab, it would be FF1, X-Men 1. I still need a nice Hulk 181. That's definitely on my list. But I snagged like a nice giant size this year, number 1. I got some good quality stuff for my collection, but a Daredevil number 1 is another one I'm going for. But it's starting to tick up again, that one. But I should grab it before I can't. There's a lot of them out there, but I don't know. There was a lot of X-Men number 1s at one point. Look at the price now. I was nervous that Something is Killing the Children 1 and Ice Cream Man foil 1 per store. We're going to get hit hard with Reason CGC. But I got 9/8. Congratulations, Peter. That's awesome. I don't collect a lot of modern. I don't really go near it too much. But I did pick up those Something is Killing the Children. Those are pretty cool. They were a good read. I got the graphic novel and read them on an airplane. And I was pretty happy with it. That's pretty good, man. What are those worth now? They're pretty expensive, aren't they? Do you guys think that's the Walking Dead of our era? It seems to be. That's where everyone's putting their focus on indie books for modern indie. Or maybe I'm crazy. California Auction House. Oh, you get an auction house. Cool. Black Cape number 1. Whew, nice. One of my big loves is, but it's not a financial reason at all. It's more I just need to acquire them. I collect high grade 3D comics from the 50s, which I'll do a video for eventually. But every time I bring that up, people are like, "You're nuts," and I am a little bit. But my big thing on the books is collecting the ones that have glasses still intact, which makes it incredibly difficult. And so I'm only able to find 1 or 2 a year, and hopefully find them in 9.0 or higher. That's the game. But even that's tough. Oh, so Dia sold a 9.5 or 9 DD1 5.5. Oh man, yeah, you did lose a lot of profit on it. But hey, you can't be stressed out about it. It is what it is. You also could hold on to that book too long and it could drop in value. I'm not saying that book will drop in value, but it does happen with other books. And I know a lot of guys that hold stuff way too long. Champions 1, is it, Chad? Champions 1's going up, eh? I have like 3 copies at Raw of that. It was very reasonable. You sold for $1,900? Holy crap. That's it? Whew. Yeah, I see why you do a face palm on that one. But hey, I've seen some of your wins, man. You've done pretty well. I think it evens out. In fact, I think your wins are a lot bigger than your losses. You always have to look at it that way. or would be stressed out constantly. Also, too, it's just comics, man. Man, it stresses me out. I'm worried that I'm going to have to sell one of my children to buy one eventually. Our second appearance is getting more important. Wow, funny you said that. I just got this second appearance the other day. A 9-0 of Werewolf by Night 32, or Werewolf by Night 33. It's the second appearance of Moon Knight. And it was one of those like found in a garage sale situations. And I got it for pennies. And apparently it's a big deal, but it sounds like a lot of people do go after second appearance. I never personally have. It's never been my thing, but I'm noticing other people doing it. I think that the first appearance is just too expensive. Only ink and paper. Yeah, you can't, Peter. That is true. It always, what do they, what does ETA Nick say? It's all about the buy-in, where you go in the buy-in. So, but my worry about this talk too is like, if we just, there's like a 50-50 thing for me. It's like, we do have to pay attention to the dollars and cents and everything and how they go up and down and all that sort of thing and profit and all that. But like, I do try and hold on to my love for it. And there is books that we'll never profit from. I'll never profit from. So they'll always be in my collection. And I still buy those kind of books because they give me quite a lot of joy. Maybe my kids will profit from them. I don't know. Yeah, you're right, DS. That is a tough book to get ingrained. Yeah, I was pretty lucky. Again, I'm going to say this. This book should not be a 9.0 at all. The spine is dog shit. It's really bad. And there's a big, tape pull or something torn there. And the back cover actually was cleaned up really nice. And my impressor did a great job on it. But, I mean, it's got 12 or 15 color-breaking spine. I mean, it's rough. And I'm shocked. I was more shocked about this 9.0 than anyone. So it benefited me, but I was shocked by it. That's true, David. That is true. I get joy from it. Makes me feel like I'm 12 again on occasion, which is cool. Anyone collect magazines? Is that a thing? I collect like horror magazines, not just the Skywalls and things like that. I grab that stuff too, but I really am really into movie magazines, like high grade Cinefantastiques and like Fangorias. I think I have a video on here for Fangorias, and I like that kind of stuff. You're never going to get rich on that stuff, but it's super fun hunting for super high grade copies because they were read with like into insanity. And maybe one day someone will turn around and like them, but I don't know. We'll see. I love them. They make me happy. What are you chasing, Chad? Are you still on here? Red Lodge Crow. Ooh, Paul, that's a great book, man. CGC 98 or 92, Strange Tales 178. I believe in that book big time. I have about 4 copies of it. I have a 9.6, which I was really super stoked about, but I recently got back an 8.5 from CGC, which I thought would come back in 9.2. But it's still a great book. I don't know how you guys feel about Warlock. The second that character hits the MCU, and he will, but it might be 2 years from now. It might be 10 years from now. To be honest, I think they're probably holding back because eventually they're just going to run out of characters. But that Warlock stuff when I was a kid blew my mind. And I can imagine if all those books, like that 178 to me is the 4th best Warlock key for sure. And I think I would hold that for a while. Thrill of the hunt and the joy of the hobby in general are why I collect. Happy to have the hobby pay for itself. Yeah, I'm happy too. I just got to sell more books just to make it pay for itself. Does anyone have? I was just reading this, but I have spending in my PC I will never part with, and I feel that way too. Does anyone have an end plan though? Like, I mean, inevitably you're gonna have to do something with it, or a bunch of people are gonna be stuck with this shit because it will be shit to them, or whatever it is. That is the first Magus. It's God, I thought I had a copy with me here. It's the great classic Starling cover of him just standing there. It's pretty great. Retirement. Yeah, me too, man. You gonna buy and sell comics, Steve, in your retirement? That's not a bad exit plan. Do you guys recommend I've never sold on Comic Link. Just sell, yeah. Yeah, I'll probably keep some though. There'll be a few I keep around. Not too many though. Collecting till the end, that's awesome, man. Nothing wrong with that. Because we all live our own lives, man. That's awesome. Everyone's got a plan. And sometimes that plan is no plan. Which apparently is me. But I mean, if I was to pass away younger, I have some people who would deal with my comics for my wife. Yeah, that's probably right, Peter. Well, guys, I'm probably going to take off because it's 9:21 my time, and I want to hang out with my wife because I haven't seen her all day, and she's just sitting over there, and probably say hi to my kids too. But I just want to say it was fun. Thanks for putting up with me trying to get this set up. Yeah, I might do this more often. This is actually a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. Thanks, DS, and thanks, Comic Andy, David, Chad, Peter, Steve, all you guys, man. It was really, really fun just to like bullshit with you. And by the way, on 3 Men in a Basement on Friday, I'm going to be their special guest. So show up there, and we're just going to bullshit about comics and probably have a drink or two. It's going to be fun. So please do that, and hit me up on Instagram if you could. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye, Chad. Bye, everyone.